Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, this is a video of a makeup tutorial. So if you want to see how I achieve this nice natural soft beat, stay tuned. So I've already prepped my face. I did my skincare routine. I put on my serums, my moisturizer, my sunscreen. And now I'm gonna get right into my look. We're gonna start off with the e.l.f. Power Grip Matte Primer right here in the areas that I typically get just a little bit more oily. I do it to where it's still like, you know, keep its tackiness. So I was going to use my NARS. I don't know if I really want to be matte. So I think I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Halo Glow. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to use this as my base. I don't typically put this all over my face, but I am gonna do it tonight because of the occasion. Put it on the lower half. I hope that the light isn't washing me out and you guys can see. But yeah, this has like a really glowy filter or finish, which is what their product is intended to be. And like if I'm going out in the daytime and I want my skin to just be so like caramelized, shiny, just like jump right out at you, that's what I would put, or that's the foundation that I would wear, because it literally gives you like such a glow. So I will be out while it's dark, but when we're leaving, it's still gonna be like daylight outside. So it's like an evening date, kind of, sort of. We're just gonna start off in the evening. So this, by the time we leave, shall settle in so beautifully. Now, when I wear this, when I wear almost any foundation, I don't typically put it on my forehead. I'm just not that girl. I don't like foundation on my forehead. But if I have some excess on my brush, then I'd go ahead and try and spread that up there. The way that my hair is styled right now, you kind of won't even see my forehead. I don't know what it looks like to you guys, but in the camera I look kind of washed out. So I'm hoping that you are, let me see if I can dim my light. So adding this on by itself, I can see the glow, but it kind of like flattens your face. Like, I feel like I've lost a dimension in my face, so that's where contour and bronzer and highlight and all those things and blush comes into play. So then I'm gonna apply my concealer. I'm going to start with the Juvia's Place. This is in the shade 14. And I'm just gonna put that on the outer parts of my face and on the side. So I'm leaving space directly under my eye. Like there's still space under my eye because I love to learn like new makeup techniques. So I watch the girlies and try and pick up on the things that they suggest you do when you're doing your makeup. And one of those things was not to put it directly under your eye, because you want to give the concealer room to spread, because once you start blending it, it's going to spread. So you want to leave a little gap in there. Born This Way Too Faced Born This Way. This is in the shade Natural Beige. I'm gonna put that right here in my inner corner. I love Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I think it's a great product. Actually, I really enjoy the Juvia's Place concealer as well. Like, if I had to choose between the two, I probably wouldn't. That's why I use both. They're both great. So because I'm sort of in a rush, not really, but I'm the type that will start getting ready ahead of time and still end up late. So I want to make sure that I don't lose track of time. I'm gonna start by working on my eyes and my brows while I let the concealer dry down. So this is a Juvia's Place bronzer in the shade Medium, and I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. Just take a little, tap off the excess, and what I'm doing is actually just blending this into or onto my eyelid. So it gives it a little bit of an even shade, I guess you could say, but not really color. I mean, there will be color, you guys will see it, but this is so close to my skin tone that it's almost like nothing. I honestly don't even like a lot of shadows on my eyes or colors on my eyes because I have very hooded lid. Like, I have excessive skin on my eyelids, so it's like I'm not about to be putting in all my hard work and you gonna go fold up on me, girl. I don't really know what kind of look I'm going for today. I thought I knew. I wanted to do a red lip because I have not worn a red lip in so long. I'm not sure how that'll go with my outfit though, so I might just stick to my same old, just a natural nude lippy. Or maybe I'll do a pink lip, I don't know. I'm going to go in now. You know, girl, e.l.f. is clearly that girl, okay? e.l.f. is clearly that girl. We've used the Halo Glow, we've used the Power Grip, and now we're going in with the Halo Glow Contour Beauty Wand. Hold on, because I just thought about something. I'm trying to work smarter, not harder. I don't want to have to like be going over things, so I'm just gonna go into my brows for now. So I'm gonna brush my brows. And I probably should have done my brows before I did my eyelids in case my concealer drags down. But that's okay, I know how to fix it. Because my hair is like on the darker side right now. Yeah, because my hair is a little bit darker right now, I want to, hang on. I want to make my brows as close as I can. So I would typically use the Anastasia dip brow in the shade Chocolate, or I would use my NYX micro brow pencil in the shade Espresso, but we're not doing that because both of those are like a shade of brown, and with my skin tone being so light, sometimes how the light hits me, you can tell that it's very brown. So I am going to go in with the NYX tinted brow pomade in the shade Black. Yes, Black. And I know some of you may be fearful of black because it just seems so dark, but sometimes, girl, you gotta do it. So mine is a little bit dried out, but that's okay. I'm gonna take my NYX Dewy Finish. My NYX Dewy Finish, girl, that's it, setting spray. And I'm gonna spray one directly in the center and see how it's wet. So from there, I'm gonna take my angled brush and I'm just gonna swipe right into that pomade. I have one brow that is so arched and then the other one is just like curved. So, and you can probably see it already. It's this one that doesn't have a high arch. Like, that it just doesn't grow that way. But we know eyebrows are sisters, not twins. But in this case, mine is cousins, child. So I try to create my own arch. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. But I don't really stress about it. It's their brows, they're not gonna be identical. But this is where my hair cuts over, so we might not even have to worry about this. So I like to outline my brow first and then go in and begin to fill in any sparse areas. And I'm just re-dipping as I need to. So you can brush the hairs up and this way. So I'm kind of moving away from the like super sculpted brow look, unless, I don't know, that's just not my style anymore. For those of you who still do it, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm sure you may feel a need for it, but I don't feel that I need it. Like even right now, as I filled in my brows, I haven't concealed them, as you guys can tell, but they're still okay. They're natural, right? So that's pretty much the look that I've been going for lately. But I'm gonna go in just for the girlies who do need to. So I'm taking my concealer, the one that I put here on the outer corners. I'm taking the brush and I'm just gently tapping it to pick up just a little bit of product. And then I'm going to line my brows just to clean them up. I'm gonna see if I can kind of push my arch. That one is there. And I'm gonna do the second side. And you can change like the shape of the tail of your brow using your concealer. You're basically kind of just dragging it over that. Blend this under my brow so it's not a harsh line there from the concealer. Okay, so using a blending brush, I'm gonna go in and just blend out. Okay, so I'm gonna blend out the outer corner first. And I'm gonna hop to this side and drag this one out without touching the lighter side because I'm gonna use the same brush. So I don't wanna be pulling that lighter concealer. I want a brighter under eye, like. And that's why I try not to put so much product, because just in case I feel like I want more or want less of something, it's easy to correct, you know? So if I would have like put a bunch of product on here, I'd have more work to do trying to get it out if I don't like it, or even starting over. So that blend, like, what? That blend is crazy. Like it just blends in the skin. And skin prep matters. Like I told you guys, I had already washed my face and applied all my products, my skincare products. But that matters so much. I'm going to put just a little bit more in my inner corner because I need more. I need more. And now I'm gonna put some blush on. Any shade of blush that you feel works for you, but I am using e.l.f. It is Dusty Rose. e.l.f. blush in the shade Dusty Rose. But I'm taking a brush that is similar to my other blending brush. They're not the same. One has concealer on it, one has blush on it. I take that brush and I just pat that in. And if I wanted to brighten it up, I could. And I like to focus like right there. And I don't like to drag it really because I already have a long face, so I try to keep it positioned right where I need it to be on my cheek. So that was a liquid blush. I'm gonna go in with a powder brush later. So the next step is going to be the wand, the beauty wand, the contour. I usually, like, I've been using one of the Fenty matchsticks for years, but I started to use this because it was just more functional for me. With this tip, I don't know, I gravitated towards it. So I start here at the front of my brow, but under it, and I just lightly pull down the bridge of my nose. Go to the other side, and I do the same thing, and getting as close as possible, but not touching. So trying to keep it on the top of my nose. A little contour here, just below my blush. And down here. You can do your forehead, like sometimes, like here, I'll put just a few, but this side of my forehead is covered, so I don't want to waste product. I'm gonna take this brush. So I pull that product back that I laid here and just kind of like fluff it into my eyelid. Under my brow though, I'm not really touching my brow, I'm underneath it. So it creates like a shadowy look here, or dimensional look. And then I drag back and forward gently until it blurs. I'm gonna switch my brush now. This one is like a dome shaped brush, and I'm gonna blend this in. I'm just gonna blend this little piece here. And on this one, I push it into my skin. So I dab, dab, dab. And you see how it creates that natural contour? I'm gonna spray some more dewy setting spray on my brush, just to wake it up a little bit in case it's too dry down for me, because I want it bright, baby. And my under eyes crease, okay? I don't know about your under eyes. If they don't, you're one of God's favorites, but mine creases. So I have to be delicate with the placement, not piling on product. And sometimes if I have like excess on my brush, I'll like tap it on my chin. And now we want to set our concealer. I have my little triangle puff, and I'm gonna go in with my Laura Mercier. So you dab it into your powder and then press it right under your eye. On here, because remember I added that product, that excess product. And then I'm going to take my Morphe banana powder. This one has a very yellow-ish tint to it, as opposed to my Laura Mercier. It's translucent. So I'm gonna take some of this and I'm just gonna chisel my face. Like, I want that cut. And I'm gonna do like a reverse contour right here. On my nose. And I'm gonna put it in the center. Even though we didn't put any concealer there, I'm still gonna powder sitting. I'm gonna go in with a Juvia's Place balloon for like a hot pink, and then there's a baby pink. But I'm gonna take a brush and I think I'm gonna be bold and going with the hot pink for tonight. And then I'm gonna put that right where my okay. So right now I would be preparing to put my lashes on, but I just want to touch up my eyeshadow just a little since we drug that concealer in there. I don't really allow my powders to sit for too long. Just a little bake, I guess you can say. So now I wipe in circular motions to blend that product. So at this point, I'm mixing my contour, my blush, my setting powder, and this is also acting like as a powder for the foundation that we put on. Brush away. Okay, so now that I've dusted away the powders, I'm gonna take this MAC Fix Plus spray and put that on my face. I bathe in my spray. I don't know about y'all, but that's what I like to do. And I like to put my spray on before I put my lashes on. So before I go into my lashes, I'm gonna put a little black liner under in my waterline, just to make it a little more bold. I'm gonna go in with this Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist by e.l.f. Which I like a lot. So let that dry down again. And then I'm gonna apply my lashes. So now that I have my lashes on, my setting spray is dried down, I'm gonna go in and line my lips and do my lippy. I did say I was considering a red lip, but I don't know. If I want to do it later, I'll do it later. But right now, I'm not doing it. So this is actually a NYX pencil in the shade brown. I'm sorry, this is light brown. I overline very lightly, not too much. And I'm actually gonna keep the lip very simple today. I'm gonna go in with NYX Fortune Cookie. So putting that. Camera battery died, and the camera shut off on y'all. So I put my lip on. So like I said, I have on the NYX in the shade light brown. I actually might go in with a warmer brown shade because I really can't see it. But in the mirror, I really like how natural it looks. And I brought my lashes on, as you guys can tell. I'm going to add some mascara to my bottom lashes, and we're gonna wrap this up, okay? I don't like putting on too much of a lip before I put my clothes on because it's like I always get some on my clothes when I'm getting dressed. here with my Cupid's bow. I hope that when I edit this, you guys can see my makeup how I do and it's not washed out. That would upset me. That would really hurt my feelings. So this is the final look. I'm gonna go ahead and put like a clear up here. I just feel like when you put a clear across your Cupid's bow, it just makes it. Love that. Love that. And guys, this is the finished look. I wish my hair was already flattened, but it's okay. But this is the makeup look, guys. Very soft, natural. Sweet. And I use all affordable products. You guys saw that we used e.l.f., NYX, Juvia's Place. I did have a Too Faced product, but all of these can be found in Ulta. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video, and see you next time.
Been here before.